little bit about the area that you work in.
So we live in a pretty remote area. We are 2 hours from the nearest hospital.
Right.
We're 2 hours from our bank. If we want to eat anything which isn't rice or lentils, we have to travel 2 hours to buy it. So we're pretty remote.
Wow.
The area is called a tribal area.
Yeah.
So the people who live there actually very rarely go out to the hills either. So they're in quite a closed community. Although things are changing a lot. It is on a bus route, and buses actually run fairly frequently, maybe 10 times a day into the hills.
Okay.
So people can go in and out, but that's the type of area that we work in.
So you've also got children that are permanently staying with you that don't have families or their families can't support them. Tell me a little bit about that and how that came about.
We do have kids who have no parents, and they stay with us the whole year.
Right.
And so we're privileged to be part of their family, you know, for them to call us mum and dad, and for us to be the people who, you know, they're dependent on.
Right.
But we do have other children who do have families or have a single parent, and the family can't look after them.
Right.
So they go home once or twice a year to see the families, but most of the time they stay with us.
Right.
And we provide everything they need.
I mean, I'm very proud of my little Boagworld community of people that, I mean, last year we raised about £1,000, didn't we, for you guys? Which I'm just gobsmacked. I know, it's incredible that they can do that. So I'm quite interested to know, for them really, what's changed over the last year? I mean, you were saying a little bit in the service that I found quite shocking about how much things have grown recently.
They have. The number of children at school has increased. Mainly because the parents have seen there are opportunities when they finish school for them, and they have a better chance to get a job. They've seen the value of education, because a lot of our children who have finished school have gone on to college, university, to jobs.
Yeah.
And so now they don't see children going out and trying to get a job as being part of a caste system,
right,
or economically, you know, economic ladder. If their children study hard, if the children get a good education, they can do what they want.
That's cool. I mean, last year we talked about a girl called Rachel that went off to learn to be a doctor in China after never kind of flying or doing anything like that. How's she getting on? Tell us a bit about her.
She's doing really well. As Paul said, you know, she grew up in a small village where we are. She'd hardly been out of the hills where we are, and for her to get in a plane and go to China was a big step.
Yeah.
But even the fact that she had the ability to be able to go and do medicine was amazing. And she's doing really well. She's in her second year now, and she's been averaging 85% in all her subjects.
Wow.
It's just been amazing.
Yeah, last question to finish off. You know, it's a web design podcast for a bunch of techies that listen to it. Computer facilities. You guys have got a bit of a computer suite going, have you not?
We do. The church here in Blandford funded a computer lab for us.
Yeah.
We have about 10 computers there.
Okay.
And so that we introduce children who don't know how to hold books.
That's amazing.
You know, to use computers. And, you know, that's been really something exciting for us, because it gives them tools that they need for the future.
Yeah. Connectivity must be a nightmare out there, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Where we hardly get email, and going online is very difficult.
Well,
yeah.
Broadband gets said occasionally, and
really?
Yeah, we're living hope, because that will change our life.
It would be amazing if that happened. Oh, well, thank you so much for doing this, and I know it's a painful process having a camera pointed at you, so it's much appreciated.